Okay, today I am sitting here with
Tabitha.
Tabitha. How you doing today, Tabitha?
I'm doing okay.
All right, that's good. That's good. Now, Tabitha, if you could just explain a little bit to the camera what we're going to be talking about today. What I just approached you for,
Um, Getting past our anxiety,
and what else?
our feet.
Yes, yes. Now, did you honestly think you was going to be doing something like this today?
No.
But now that it's happening, how you feel?
Interested?
Okay. Well, to kick off the interview, my first question is, how do you feel about the topic as a whole?
I don't know. Everybody goes through their own types of anxieties, so I mean, I don't really feel anything in particular about it, so
Okay. And how do you feel about your own feet? Do you think they're pretty? Do you think they're okay? Like,
um, I think they're okay, but I mean, I don't like to have them just out all the time. So.
okay. Now, do you go to a nail salon or do you pedicure yourself?
Usually I just cut them myself. I've only had a pedicure like once in my whole life. So.
Okay. Any particular color that you like to paint your nails?
I mean, I have my nails in a discolor right now, but I've
Okay.
not any particular color.
Okay. And do you get any compliments on your feet at all?
I mean, maybe by like my mom. She's like, "You have cute feet," and I'm like,
Oh.
"Whatever."
Okay. Any compliments from men?
Huh?
Any compliments from men?
No, I don't really show my feet too much.
Oh, okay. Now, let's just say hypothetically, you was walking down the street, and a man passed you, and you had on some open-toed shoes, and he was said to you, "Hey, ma'am, I think you have really nice feet." How would that make you feel in that moment?
Um, I'd be kind of taken aback because usually that's not the first thing that they notice, you know? I'd be kind of like, oh, thanks, I guess, but
Okay. Now, let's say a guy like really liked your feet to the point where he wanted to give you foot massages and rub them and kiss them and smell them and lick them. How would that make you feel?
I mean, I guess it really depends on the circumstances. Like, I mean, I don't think that I would necessarily like want someone to have that kind of attention on my feet, but I don't know.
Okay, now let's say there was a guy who liked feet and he had an interest in you because he liked your feet. What do you think would be like the best approach or best opening line that he could use as it pertains to him liking your feet?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Nah, so there's no particular like a compliment or anything like that he can give you, or like a way about approaching anything?
I guess if he was like, "Ma'am, I think your feet are very beautiful," I would thank him for the compliment, and I don't know, I just don't think it'd go any further than that, you know?
Okay, so do you think that there's any right way to do it? Like as far as like okay, pretty much would you appreciate his forwardness and just letting you know up front what it is he likes about you?
I mean, yeah, I would be like, wow, like I really just came up to me and said that. So I guess I'd be like, if he wanted to, he would. So he did. So then, I guess he's pretty forward. I could appreciate that about someone.
Okay, I'll take that. Now, can we see what your feet look like outside the shoes?
I no.
Why not?
I don't really feel comfortable, and I have a time
oh.
budget, so.
Oh, well, this is the part where the anxiety comes into the interview. Have you ever heard of DBT before?
EBT?
DBT.
DBT?
Yes, Dialectical Behavior Therapy.
No.
What that means is, let's say, for example, you have a fear of approaching people. What DBT tells you to do is to go out and approach strangers over and over and over again to get used to whatever uncomfortable feeling that you have. And the rationale is, what's the worst that can happen? If it's not a threat to my health or a threat to my safety, then to act opposite of the negative emotion, because I could be preventing myself of a more positive or pleasant experience. Like, so with what I just explained with the DBT, like in this moment, what do you think would be the worst that can happen by showing your feet?
Right now, and mainly I don't know, I just want a time budget, so that's one of the main reasons.
Okay.
I haven't cut them recently, so.
Okay, fair. Now the point, do you understand the point of me asking you to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Like, so basically, because for one, I'm a foot photographer, and I do this all the time. And I tie my likeness for feet into like anxiety, because as you may know or may not know, talking about feet is something that a lot of people don't like to do, especially women. Like they kind of like feel kind of weird about talking about feet or getting into conversations with men who like feet, so they kind of draw back. So I use my likeness for feet to try to get them to overcome any feelings they may have about feeling nervous about showing their feet or feeling uncomfortable, you know. And then I get the guys who watch my channel to learn how to be more confident about what it is that they like as far as feet, you know. So that's how I tie this whole feet and anxiety together, you know, to get people to be more comfortable and open-minded and live life to its fullest, you know. So my last question is, in the day and age of Instagram and OnlyFans, are you familiar with those apps?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see foot models all over the place, getting paid to cater to men who like feet, you know. And just the internet in general, with everything just being so open and out there for everybody to see. Like, it's not as you know, closed. It's more open than what it used to be back in the day, you know.
Yeah, it's not a shelter.
Yes, because the internet, you know, it's a portal to see all different types of things. With all that going on, why do you believe that it is that in society it's a taboo that men like feet?
Well, there's actually like a scientific reason to why men, or just people in general, tend to find feet like attractive. But I don't know. I guess it's just people aren't really comfortable talking about certain parts of their body as much out in the open, because, you know, we're in this day and age, like our parents and their parents, they were taught to be very modest and, like, you know, just not talk about certain specific things about yourself. And so I guess that's why it's so like, it's like such a shock for people to either go up to you, compliment your feet, or even about anything else on your body, because we're taught to just keep to ourselves, I guess.
Okay, awesome. Good analogy, or a good explanation, I should say. Now, to conclude the interview, how did you feel about the interview from start to finish?
Honestly, I was just surprised that you even came up to me, so, because I'm not from around here. I'm from, like, I mean, I'm from Texas, but...
Okay,
like,
you don't have to say where you're from. It's fine.
But, you know, I just came over here to, you know, get a sandwich, but then you just came up to me and I was like, oh, I guess, because, you know, I'm on a time crunch, but I still decided to go ahead and do this interview with you, because I just felt comfortable doing it, you know. Okay,
thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, on a 1 to 10 scale, how would you rate my conversation skills during the interview?
Probably like an 8 or 9.
Okay, awesome. Good for me. Now, did you notice any stuttering, stumbling over words, or long pauses in the middle of a sentence?
Not that I can, like, remember.
Okay, awesome. And what did you think about my approach when I came up to you?
You were very kind, and, you know, I wasn't, like, alarmed or anything, so it was a very smooth approach.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And do you have any suggestions or critiques on how I can better my approach in the future?
To be honest, I think you did it pretty spot on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I feel like I would have been like, no, sorry, I don't have the time.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, that wraps up the interview. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
You too.